Okay, so part two. It's like God, Spirit, the universe is okay. So we're just gonna do a quick summary. You are the queen, and you are panicking because you can't see the work that is being done. Like you don't see the tower happening, and so you're panicking. You've got it in reverse, but that's in your head. It's in your head because intuitively you've been shown time and time and time and time again that it's happening, that it's already a sealed deal because of everything that you have done for others, like the nurturing you've brought to yourself, but then also the nurturing you've brought to the world. Burp for confirmation. And it's like you've been this person that you okay, so you don't need to take action anymore. You fought your battles, you've won the war, 4-4 on the timer. You've done all of the things that you need to do, and you're good. Okay? And so I was kind of talking about how you have this ability to, like, you used to be like very domesticated, and then you walked away from it, and then have softened. I don't know, what was I talking about? Like, you've softened the tough exterior that you had. Like maybe you used to, like, maybe you have like an RBF and that came from like a trauma response, and like stuff like that, and it's like you've started to soften those things that made you tougher, but you didn't get rid of them. You didn't like purge those things out of you. You just learned to control them, and you learned to not pull that dark side out of you because you're triggered. That dark side of you used to come out every time you were triggered, or a lot of the times that you were triggered, and you've learned that no matter how triggered you get, it stays locked up unless you give it explicit instruction to come out, and that is when somebody like deserves it. Okay, like big on the deserves it. And so it's like, again, you haven't purified that thing, like you haven't like gotten it out of you. Okay, and they don't want you to. They want it to stay. They want it to stay because it's part of what makes you beautiful, and it's been a part of you forever. Yeah. Somali, fox-like in appearance, known for their delightful personalities, and this is the King of Cups with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like you have different personalities. You've got this tough exterior, and then you've got this really sweet exterior. And it's like, okay, so I'm seeing you standing up to like a bully on somebody else's behalf. And so the bully is gonna like not like that like side of you that like checks them. But then the person you were protecting is gonna look at that scary part of you that checked the bully and be like, oh wow, like my hero. It's almost like it depends on who you are, and like if you're on the receiving end, depends on if you see beauty in this dark side. If you're the receiver, it's not beautiful, but if you are just a witness, it is. Interesting. I don't even know if this makes sense anymore. The Joker. Turkish Angora. From central Turkey with semi-long hair coats and a beautiful plumed tail. Plumed? 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 Who's got jokes? Who's got jokes? And then also, like, I'm going to figure out who's got jokes, but this cat has two different colored eyes. Duality. Up by Cardi. It's like you're on your way up. King of Diamonds, the King of Pentacles. Oriental short hair. Chatty and opinionated. You will know if they need attention. You might be opinionated, and that's okay. Because your opinions matter. Your opinions are needed in this world, and it doesn't matter how abrasive your opinions are. People don't want to hear harsh truths because people aren't ready for the harsh truths, and they're not ready for what that means when the rest of it starts crumbling. Like I was just talking to one of my girlfriends about how, you know, I don't know, we're going to see CPS crumble. We really are. I'm coming from a place, like, I worked in education, I worked with DCFS, and this isn't like hate on DCFS workers, but it is like hate on the system in its entirety, because we don't have a safe system for us to be distributing our kids to. I'm sorry, we don't. We are going to eventually find out that our CPS system, and probably, our education system is very heavily tied to child trafficking. Some people aren't ready for that harsh truth. And so opinions like that, people don't like it. They don't like the implications. They don't like how much of a deep systemic issue it is. And again, I'm not blaming the individuals in the system. I am just blaming the way the system is structured, the amount of holes that we have in these systems that we refuse to address. Okay? That's what we're talking about. And so you might be very opinionated, such as myself, and you might have very big opinions that are very hard to address because, again, it's systemic. But you're on your way up because these very opinionated things that you have to say need to be heard. They need to be heard, regardless if people are ready. The world is ready. I don't care. I guess I don't care. I don't care if individuals are ready. Our world is ready. Our world is ready for major change. 555. Our world is ready for major change because look at the world we are living in. I just saw a post on the Face City book, the Book of Face, that was talking about how countries across the world are withdrawing their students in our schools, in U.S. schools, because it's not safe, because we are considered an underdeveloped country. And I've been saying this for years. The United States is an underdeveloped country. We just slapped a bow on a failing project and said, it's good. We are the richest underdeveloped country, likely. We're just fancy underdeveloped, okay? So people aren't ready for that. But the world is, okay? Because there are so many people out there that are suffering. And that's why your opinions are needing to be heard. Because too many people are suffering because we're refusing to look at the issues. Because it hurts to look that way. Okay, it hurts to live that way. Getting angry. It's a little bit of my anger, but I don't think it's all my anger. Snowshoe. Distinctive eye markings. Named after their white paws. So somebody has a very distinctive look. Selkirk Rex. Gives this friendly cat another distinctive look. And that's the Five of Wands. Your distinctive look conflicts people, perhaps because with the combination of you being this person who comes off very kind but can come in with like a punch, your look is also confusing. Your look throws in another layer of confusing. Perhaps you are like me and you rock like cartoon shirts all the time, and then so when you show up as intelligent or mature, people are like, wait, what? Wait, what? King of Hearts, which is the King of Cups. Shades of gray. So you live in gray. You don't see everything as black and white. You pay attention to the gray area because everybody can pretty much agree that's black, that's white, but you pay attention to the shades of gray because that's where the discrepancies are. That's where the big picture discrepancies are. Where is this going? Sphinx, which is also the Nine of Swords. Despite the name, it originates from Canada. So Canada and Egypt might be, specifically ancient Egypt. Easygoing and happily lives with other pets. So you are mostly an easygoing person as long as everybody's respectful. That's your issue. You don't mess around with disrespect. You're super easy breezy, you're super laid back, but when people got you fucked up, they got you fucked up. Japanese bobtail, so Asian origins perhaps. Talkative breed, has a tail that resembles that of a rabbit. 934, so yeah, 934, I don't know. So rabbits also significant. Talkative, I'm telling you, you got some shit to say and the world needs to hear it. I don't care if they're ready, they need to. They need to. They need to hear. This one said a miniature Black Panther, Black Cat energy. You are a Black Panther. You come with that big punch. I love you.